the police chief of the Uvalde school shooting has been pretty waffly, and you can see this headline, pretty waffly on like the deets, as it were. I didn't know I was in charge of the shooting scene. This is insane stuff. I don't know how loud this is going to be, so
keep cool and comfortable in
It's not
Foamy
so bad. Can I shut that off? Can I shut it? Can I turn that down? Is there any way to turn that down?
Skechers.
Okay, what I'm going to do is turn that off for you for a second, so you can look at that while I talk. But this entire situation has just reinforced ACAB for everybody, in my opinion.
Well, today we learned this.
We'll talk about it in a second.
33 children at the Robb Elementary School in Uvalde.
So the police chief and the police in general about the Robb Elementary shooting has been, I think everybody can agree, even if you're a Republican, even if you're a Blue Lives Matter loser, that they did a terrible job, like a genuinely terrible job. Even if you're a huge supporter, I don't know how you can support these specific police. I don't know that they have any national support from anybody, do they? Maybe their families? And even then, it's like, what the fuck, dude? You dropped the ball. I mean, obviously, this is horrible shit. An interview came out the other day with the one of the ER physicians that got called in for this, and I think he was a pediatrics? Anyway, he got interviewed. He lives in the community, and he told the horrible story of having to deal with that as they came in, and then seeing like kids that were decapitated by bullets, decapitated by them. No longer, they just cut off because, like, of course, it's a military grade weapon, dude. Yeah, his description haunted me. I mean, it is. It's bad shit. But I mean, like, but this is the thing, right? I almost feel like I feel like showing the carnage, the visual evidence of the carnage to those legislators, I tweeted this, that disagree with any sort of gun regulation. We're not talking about banning guns. We're talking about regulation of guns. They should be shown the fucking visual image and video of the scene as people arrived. It has to happen. I don't know. You can disassociate from it until it's right in front of you. It's really, I don't know. I think it's a little unethical, but it's also like, I think it's way more ethical to force people that need to see this kind of shit to see it because it's their job to handle it. I don't think you get to be off the hook for this. It's too bad. Some of them still wouldn't care. Of course, I know. Most of them wouldn't care. They would still vote exactly the same. Nonetheless, they should be saddled with it. Nonetheless. 100%. What other option do we have? Redacted.
Uvalde, Texas, waited for more than an hour before police moved in. And the police, they reportedly knew that some kids were still alive inside. CBS's Omar Villafranca tells us the school police chief's excuse for why his officers waited to confront the gunman.
Uvalde School Police Chief Pete Arredondo is telling his side of the story.
Hey, Cam.
In an interview with the Texas Tribune, Arredondo revealed he decided to enter the school without his police radios because he believed they would slow him down.
I don't understand that. That doesn't make any sense. That they would slow him down? Do you know what I think? I think he took off his police radios because he was scared of getting shot because he didn't want attention drawn to himself. He wanted the kids to be the ones with the attention on them. Bro, I don't like kids. Not really, right? I like them enough to want them to get education because someday they'll be adults, which is better than kids, right? I don't like kids. I went to school to teach, okay? I went to school to teach high schoolers. Teenagers are a different thing. I actually like teenagers more than I like kids. But like, you know, they're all children, but you know what I mean? Kids are little. These are little kids. I can't handle them. There is no hesitation in my body. I'd be in there. I would be a teacher. I wouldn't have a gun or anything. There's just no fucking way you let kids get in front. It's not in me. And I'm not just some brave boy out here. I'm not going out here and picking fights with anybody. I'm not some sort of fucking just chatted out knucklehead that's trying to like be a badass in all situations. Fuck that. I'm not a badass. I'm smart. But no way I'm letting kids get... There's just no way. And you're a police officer? A police officer. Your job is to do this. If there's anything that is your job, of all the things that police officers could possibly do, protecting kids from a guy with a gun might be the number one reason that you could argue kids, or that you could argue police should exist. What if there's a guy with a gun? Who are you going to call? The police. No, out the window. They're useless. They're useless.
Arredondo told the outlet one had a whip-like antenna that would hit him as he ran. The other had a clip that Arredondo knew would cause it to fall off his tactical belt during a long run. While he and officers waited outside the barricaded classroom for more than an hour, students were making 911 calls from inside, begging the police to come in and help them. But Arredondo told the Tribune he was not aware of the 911 calls because he did not have his radio, and no one in the hallway relayed that information to him.
A liar. A liar. That's just a lie. This guy is definitely not going to be police chief any longer. There's just no fucking way. This is criminal, in my opinion. What a fucking liar. Hassan smashes in chat, please? I'm sure some of you have Hassan subs. Smash those fucking desks, chat. It's just a lie. I mean, this is so full of shit.
And in a surprising revelation, Arredondo said he didn't believe he was in charge of the scene. I didn't issue any orders, Arredondo said.
What?
I called for assistance and asked for an extraction tool to open the door.
How? Your police chief. Who would be in charge of the scene if not the chief of all of the police? You're the chief. You're the one that does that. Everyone looks to you and goes, "Hey, chief." Like, has the chief of police I mean, obviously this is how it works in reality, but even people who don't work in policing know that the chief is who you ask for stuff. You ever seen a cop movie?
We asked former Dallas...
Give me the they-them army any day. Are you kidding me? The they-thems would fucking smash this shit. That guy would have been dead immediately. I'd be like, fuck that. He's on the city council now? Yeah, but he won't be after this. Like, he will be for now. I know that they did like a midnight thing and he got on the city council, right? No. I can't believe that they're going to, with the lack of national support here, the outrage toward him, especially after the report comes, his heads are going to roll. He's gone. There's just...
School's police chief Craig Miller about Arredondo's decision not to bring his police radios inside.
Any reasonable police officer would know to take their police radio with them, and certainly to not have communications when you're going into the fray is problematic.
And as for Arredondo,
he's nuclear. He's not going to be a Republican. There's no way. This guy is untouchable to any political party at this point. You can't be a guy who let all the kids die. He will be the one that gets blamed the most. It's his fault a lot, but he'll be the one that's blamed the most, not the system. Just that guy. Well, we had one bad police chief.
Arredondo's claim of not knowing he was the on-scene commander.
He is dog shit.
Because Chief Arredondo has 4 stars on his collar. Many of the officers who were there may have felt in their mind that he was in charge.
As the questions around the...
I'm just saying, if he must have given... Okay. Am I crazy? There's no fucking way that every single cop there, even with ACAB in mind, there's no way that every single cop there also refused to go in unless they were ordered not to, right? I straight up can't imagine 100% of those cops refused to go inside. Yeah, I think they're lying. I think he gave them direct orders not to go in, and he's being a little protected. At the special meeting Friday, an agenda item allowed the board to terminate Arredondo. The board declined to do so. Board members did not respond to requests for comment before the meeting. Yeah. Chief of police didn't know he was in charge. Yeah. There's no way this is like we're getting the 100% truth here. And I definitely see this is going to be another one of those things where people make like a fuckload of... The documentary on this is going to be infuriating. It'll be on Hulu.
Response continue, so do the funerals for the victims. Today,
they'll find a way to make money off of this.
One of the teachers killed in the attack was laid to rest.
Dude. Which one was the one that... Was it her? That jumped in front of...
Today.
That jumped in front of the guy? Hope he's absolutely haunted by the children who are dead because of his action. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Like, anyone who was part of this that didn't try their hardest, even if they fail, if you didn't try your hardest to stop this, I can't fucking deal with you. I don't like kids, and this breaks my heart, man. Remember the bystander effect. Absolutely, they could have all refused to go in. No, I understand that. I'm just saying... that just seems unlikely given the situation. If I'm going in, there's another fucking guy there going in. This reminds me of the other day. This is a totally different situation, not nearly as severe. Nonetheless, especially if I have a fucking gun. If I'm a cop and I have a gun, I haven't shot guns in quite some time, but I was pretty good at it. It's whatever. And I'm going in. I'm just going in. I could kill any fucking person that was doing this without hesitation. I could easily. It would not affect my brain negatively whatsoever. I wouldn't have I killed a guy. No, I wouldn't fucking have that. Easy. Could do it. No idea. Of course, you're scared for your own safety, but holy shit, dude. I guess I've been in charge of kids' safety in the past. Maybe that's it. Maybe it's like I've been in charge a lot. I don't know. There's no way no cop decided to go in. They had to be told not to. Because the parents were being told not to. Like, they gave the parents direct orders not to go in, but not the other officers? I don't know. Anyway... this is a totally different situation, but it reminds me of the bystander effect. I mean, it was that. We went to see Doctor Strange when it was out, and I don't know if it's still out in theaters, but we went to see Doctor Strange, and it was pretty clear they didn't turn the surround sound on, like it was only front audio, and we sat there for a little bit because a guy had gotten up earlier, and then sat back down to talk to them about something, maybe the lights, I don't remember. No one got up for the first like 15 minutes of the movie. And I'm like, this is ridiculous. And we didn't notice it at first, and then there was like, if you've seen Doctor Strange, there's like a couple big set piece stuff that happens a little early. I think it's the opening scene. And at the end of that scene, we're sitting there, and I'm listening. I'm like, damn, this is getting quiet, man. And then they move to the next sort of like action-y scene, and I'm just like, I can't fucking see. I walked out. I told them. They reset it. It was done. The only fucking... And I mean, the theater was filled with people. I cannot be the only fucking person that has the mindset to go talk to other human beings to get this done. I realize that a lot of you in this crowd right now also wouldn't get up. How? How is everybody like this? I feel like the ringleader of my friends group inherently because of this personality. Well, how is this? Is everybody a fucking follower, dude? I don't understand this.
Eva Mireles, one of the teachers killed in the attack, was laid to rest. She was remembered for her bright smile. We learned that Eva Mireles and at least 2
anxiety, bitch. Yeah, you might have anxiety. There's no way every other fucking human in there had anxiety. Don't want to cause drama. What's the drama? Their product, the thing that I bought a ticket to, wasn't working. That's not dramatic. All I did was walk out there and I was like, hey guys, the I don't know what theater. Hey, Theater 3's the surround sound isn't and they're like, oh shit, okay, we'll go check it. I'm like, all right, cool. And then I walked away. What do you mean? What is what is wrong with you guys? Guys, what is wrong? Can we figure this out? This is systemic.
2 students were taken by ambulance from the school and
I tried to lighten it up with
Dr.
Dr. Strange talk.
That means one of the biggest questions for investigators is whether students and teachers' lives could have been saved.
Yeah, you're autistic. Not everybody in the fucking crowd was autistic, though. You know what I'm saying? You're talking about yourselves. Being like, how the fuck are all of you fucking just ridden? It's not even social. It's not social. It's literally walking up to a person and being like, hey, the thing you said that you were going to do for me, it's not happening. The only one of my friend group that will organize things are called Place to Ask Questions. I love them all, but it's crazy making. Yeah, me too. Absolutely. Guys, this is just normal interactions with humans. Or make my boyfriend...
saved had police gone into that room any sooner.
Yeah. Anyway, Robb Elementary shooting was a preventable tragedy. But it was also a tragedy that, if not prevented, which it wasn't, could have been mitigated. A lot of people seem to struggle with being subs here, Jake. What is wrong with you people? To be fair, even Sarah would end up getting up and doing that at some point. Even Sarah.
Even I would what?
Get up and tell the theater to turn the fucking surround sound on.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, who's having seizures? What's going on here? Literally saw a bunch of people in the hallway of Oh, you gave me biddies. There was like 10 of them. I literally saw a bunch of people in the hallway of the psychology department staring blankly at a woman having a seizure. There were like 10 of them. Nobody. Oh, fuck me. That's so weird. I don't understand people. I don't understand people. There's so many folks that do not interact with their surroundings. They're just they're gone inside. I don't know. Anyway. Talking to a bunch of very online rejects. We suck. We can't talk to another person without crying after. Guys. I understand that there's like some sort of brain chemistry thing that prevents you from feeling fine in these situations. But a minimum wage service employee at the theater only wants you to do one thing when you talk to them, and that's not be an asshole. So if you can just respect them like a person that will have the least anxiety in the world. Like, there's no reason to be anxious about that. You can do it. I believe in you. Pretend that I'm right there with you, chat. Right there. Chat, from now on, report back with your successful social interactions. Alone. When you're alone. Okay? The only time I'm ever confident is when I'm angry. Oh. Well, you should have confidence all the time. There you go. I fixed it. Right? Simply have confidence. It's so easy. That's what you wanted to hear, right? It's easy to have confidence. Daddy Jake holding your hand through social tasks. You're goddamn right, chat. I'll be there for you. In spirit. Because I'm here and not there. Tell me I'm a pussy for not being able to? I think you're a pussy for not doing things only when it's something like children are dying if you take no actions. Yeah, stuff like that, you're a huge pussy. But if it's just like, I have social anxiety and they put onions on my burger, you know. White suburban mom ass strolling up, they tense up. Yeah, use your nice word. When imagine Jake yelling at you to get to it. I would never yell at you, Chad. I'm not a big yeller. But I would just be like, okay, so what's the problem? I have to manage, Sarah has many anxieties about these things as well. So it's not like I'm 100% insensitive to this kind of thing. I just think there's a certain point where you're just not living anymore. Like, I totally get it if you're like, man, you see someone. This is a thing that everybody experiences. You see someone you know that you don't want to talk to in any circumstance, right? Maybe they're across the restaurant, or they're in the. Usually it's the shop, like the market or something. You're at the store, gas station, something like that. You see someone. And you know if you make eye contact, you're going to be like, oh, hi. Everyone experiences that. But just some random person doing their job, you've been in those jobs, right? You know, like if you were, how many people have worked in the movie theater? Don't you appreciate it when someone just tells you there's like an issue really nicely and calmly? It's like, okay, cool. Like, rather than not either A, not telling you at all and finding out much, much later, or B, being a dick, right? Yeah, I'm just saying. Like, I've been in service positions quite a bit. Not recently, as a top, but yeah, used to do like food and stuff. And then I worked at a marina with a bunch of millionaires in their boats, which was just in Florida, which is just the most fucking entitled piece of shit group ever. But yes, but I suck and everyone that I meet secretly hates me. Ooh, here's one. Even if that were true, which it isn't, and you intellectually know that, but obviously you don't feel that, but that's, different. That's part of the social anxiety thing. That's totally normal feeling for people with that. Here's the thing though. Why do you give a fuck that they hate you? You can totally feel like they hate you, but who fucking cares? They mean nothing. They are worthless humans. They mean nothing to you. The odds of you interacting with that person more than once in your life are pretty low. So, like, if you're nice, cool. Fuck them, right? You weren't serving up dad dick? No, not right now. Not right now. Yeah. I care. I didn't ask if you cared. I asked why you cared. Totally different. Yeah, fuck them. Yeah. If they're someone that just hates you because they look at you, they don't deserve your respect. So it's not. So I mean, like, they probably like you. You like the idea of other people liking you, yet you don't reinforce that in yourself. So I'm just saying. Were they my friends who really hate me? Everybody does that. I mean, not everybody. Everybody with like social anxiety and stuff. Sarah does that sometimes. I know Randy does that sometimes. I'm pretty sure Alex does that sometimes. You know what I mean? I like you. I like you too. I think you're cool. And for the record, Gulsifer, anytime you're in here, I think I like you. I mean, I've had good interactions with you the whole time. So like, I don't think, just for the record, I don't think, based on any of your interactions here, everyone in chat that's a regular that I'm used to, I would have told you by now if you come across as a fucking weirdo, okay? I would have told you. Maybe I have told you in the past, and you've clearly changed because I haven't said it again. Or at least not recently. I'm not looking at anybody that annoys me right now. So, I'm pretty good at sussing people out. Even if you're a weirdo, I mean, you're not a weirdo enough. You know what I mean? To warrant like, hey, fuck you, buddy. So I'm just saying, all of you pass the vibe check. And if you're passing my vibe check, you're doing okay. I have a pretty strict vibe check. This chat is proof we need free mental health care. Oh, absolutely. 100%. Yeah. I just want you to know, in my own small way, this is how I approach these things. I don't have social anxieties in that way. I have other anxieties that I couldn't coach you on because I don't know how to fix them. Like, I don't know how to not have anxiety about paying bills. Don't know how. I sit there. I could pay my mortgage right now, but I kind of forgot to do it. It's not due right now, but I kind of forgot to do it because I could do it at the beginning of the month when they allow me to start paying for it. I could have done it any time in the last 10 days, right? I hate the idea, though, because it just gives me a little anxiety. So I put it off. So I get it. Like, you know, it's easy for me to say, hey, you know, this is intellectually, why do you have this anxiety? But, like, you know, you're going to feel what you feel. And that's okay. Just understanding that you feel something that, like, I think it's a distinction. Knowing that you feel something is valid while understanding that the source of that feeling is invalid. Does that make sense? ADHD big time. I'm really bad with stuff. I get stun locked hard. I get executive dysfunction hard. Like, I am not a task-oriented individual. It's tough. Krasnovian, thanks for following. I'm really interested in getting some Adderall and seeing how many superpowers I get, because if this guy can get organized, holy fucking shit, are you guys in for something? Holy shit. A secret grifter or fascist trying to trick you? Yeah, this sounds a little beyond just anxiety at that point. That's that's almost like a situation where, like, you'd have to have some sort of conspiratorial thought, which should be addressed if you have the means to do so. But I mean, I get it to some extent. Like, be skeptical. That's fine. Like I'm much more comfortable if you guys don't worship me or any other creator in a way that would keep you uncritical of them. I don't feel like that's how you guys treat me, though. So I'm pretty comfortable with how we are. I think, and maybe this is just me, I think that our interactions are pretty obviously like, okay, we keep each other in check. And please no one worship me except when we're doing cult activities. Old enough to know better now. Thanks for the 100 biddies. I appreciate you. Got back on Adderall after many years off today, and it made a world of difference. I cleaned most of the damn house. Got through a week's worth of college crap I've been putting off. That sounds awesome. Brains are trash. My ADHD has gotten worse over the years, and I don't know if that's because I've been able to pull out because usually I would get things done because I had anxiety about it. Well, not really anxiety. I wouldn't say I would stress or be. What's the word I want to use? I would forget to do a lot of things, though. I've always forgotten to do homework. Always. My whole life. Never really put it together until later, in, like, maybe in my 20s. I was like, damn, I probably have ADHD, huh? Because it didn't manifest in the same way it did with my brother. My brother had... he went into like the classes that were for kids with learning disabilities, because he had a really hard time like absorbing information because he was just not interested in stuff. Yeah, that's really tough for me. But the things he experienced are very different from what I experience. However it manifests. But he was on Ritalin for a little bit, and I remember my mom took him off it because it turned him into a zombie, and I don't know what that means, but I think cannabis use makes it worse. Your ADHD, I find that it makes it better. Yeah, I find that it makes it better. Like, I actually clean the house and do tasks while I'm high. I don't know why that is. Like, I'll do dishes later, and to do it, I'll probably chill after stream for a moment, smoke, unless I'm high already. I'm not really interested in smoking much more tonight, but not right now. But I will probably smoke before that, and I could see how some people who have ADHD would report that it doesn't help, though. I could see that. I find that ADHD makes it easier to focus the energy, but not my executive process remains pretty scattered, if that makes sense. Yeah, you can hyper focus. Yeah. I know what you're saying. I don't have like a schedule in my head of stuff, and stuff sort of floats around, but what always happens is at the end of the day, when I'm pulled away from stimulus and whatever tasks I'm not doing anymore, I think, oh, gotta do that, still gotta do all these things, and some things just get put on the shelf forever. Drives me nuts. I hate that happens to me. So I would love some Adderall just to see what I could get done.